Hi, I'm Dr. Simon Nunn. I'm the business manager for Renishaw's Raman spectroscopy products in North America. Renishaw is a global engineering and technology company with over 5,000 employees worldwide. We create precision systems for additive manufacturing, industrial metrology, healthcare, and spectroscopy. I'm very happy to be working with Spectral Research Corporation, SRC, as our distributor for Raman products throughout Canada.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Scheidler. I am a senior application scientist with Renishaw, and I'm here with an inVia Raman microscope. So all Raman instruments, we have laser excitation sources that are in the back of the instrument. So this system has two laser wavelengths to choose from. Those lasers are then directed inside of our spectrometer box. So if we were to go ahead and open that up, this bottom half is our beam conditioning. So this is where we prepare the laser light to be directed onto the sample. It then passes on some mirrors and hits our Rayleigh filters and is directed down to our samples. So this instrument is a Qontor, which means that it has an auto live track function for auto-focusing on the sample to account for any differences in sample height throughout the measurement. But our laser light is then directed to our microscope base and through our microscope objective so that it is focused onto our sample. We then, we have our sample on our stage here. The stage is powered and we can track its position with Renishaw encoders. And then, so we can do mapping measurements of our sample on this encoded stage. We then collect the Raman scattered light back through that same microscope objective. It passes back through our Rayleigh filter so that now we can eliminate any Rayleigh scattered light, only keeping the Raman scattered light that we're interested in. It then passes through some focusing optics and eventually is directed onto a grading stage. This has our diffraction gratings where we're breaking the light down into its rainbow of colors. So we have two diffraction gratings on this instrument. It can change between which one we want to use for our measurement. And then the light is passed onto our CCD detector, which will read out our Raman spectrum. And that is a quick walkthrough of the Renishaw inVia Raman microscope. So I'm here in our Raman demo facility, and I will show you a quick measurement on our inVia Qontor Raman microscope. So I've loaded a sample onto our Renishaw encoded stage. So now if I wanted to make the Raman measurement, first I would want to find a good position for the measurement so that I can do that either by physically moving the stage, finding an area of interest, or I can use our trackball to move around the stage, or I can click and find areas of interest on my sample and have the stage be there for me. So once I'm happy and it's selected an area for my measurement, I'm going to go ahead and close the enclosure door just so we don't have any stray laser light or any interference from the root light. And now I'm going to get ready for my measurement. So in this case, this sample is carbon nanotubes. Usually for carbon materials, we use a 532 nanometer excitation, so somewhere in the green. But we could also use 785 and get some interesting selectivity for different size nanotubes. But in this case, I'm going to use our green laser. So if I wanted, I could look at the laser spot on my sample. So I see my laser spot on my sample. And now if I wanted to set up my measurement, I can go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to input some parameters here so that I get a really nice spectral window for my measurement. I'm just going to do a really quick 1 second measurement. And we'll go ahead and click play and measure that. So I've collected our spectrum now, and we see our carbon bands that we expect. We also see a little contribution from the silicon wafer that these carbon nanotubes are deposited on. And if I wanted, I could repeat this measurement and collect maps, look at how the sample changes as a function of position.
For more information, contact SRC at info@spectralresearch.com or on 190-589-0555.